I had a hat on. I had to do the hat hair. I'll put the hat back on. I'll put the hat back on. It'll get us started in a second. The TikTok ban is probably gonna go through, but it's probably not gonna go through. We don't really know. It's really up in the air. I think that the whole thing with Biden right now not enforcing it, that's likely what was always gonna happen. And with the CEO, sitting on top of the inauguration podium, essentially, bro's right up there with Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. I think that they are really assessing the situation, trying to, maybe possibly cut ByteDance into this whole tech oligarch. Yeah, the tech oligarch is really upsetting with all the stuff Biden had to say about it. It was like, damn, I guess, damn, this is real. People were showing clips of that next to Dwight D. Eisenhower's speech. And you're like, oh shit, bro, oh shit. Well, I get this is real, Elon Musk and stuff. They control so much wealth, more wealth than anyone ever has. And it's upsetting to see that the world is gonna slowly fall apart, one tech company at a time, especially because they could be doing so much good, but all the people going into tech are kind of ostracized. That's what Vivek Ramaswamy was saying, but he's like the worst, so you can't really listen to him. But I mean, I kind of agree in the sense that we shouldn't be um, putting people down in like our younger life, and cutting out all those like nerdy habits, and we need to be fostering more of those in order to create a more welcoming environment for us to create technology again. We also need a lot more funding. I mean, look at how much stuff came out of NASA, like memory phones and the pens that can write upside down. Who cares? But science is one of the top things that we actually need in society. We don't really need anything besides like science and art, in my opinion, because art produced the same kind of like groundbreaking ideas that science does. When you look at science, and depending on what you're looking at in specific, whether it be like plant research or astrophysics or quantum physics, and whatever you're trying to solve, whatever problem you're looking at, you can take a look at that and look at how it all fits within the whole rest of the system, right? Oh, my bad. It's very delicate, though, very delicate status quo. And that's why disrupting it feels so reductive to these, Christian evangelicals, evangel. I never know how to say that word. To these fucking alt-right groups. Let's just call it like it is, huh? They see disrupting the status quo and breaking tradition as, being antithesis to human goals, when in fact tradition is the antithesis to human expansion. And we need to really focus on how we're going to be going into a new dark ages on the low, right, with all the fascism and stuff. And there's not a lot of cultural innovation we're making. You can look at art and science and see that we're only making reboots, and we're only making microchips sometimes. Most of the time that's all getting outsourced too. Crypto's our biggest advancement, and all that is people trading more fake money in between themselves. I'm certain that it will be the money of the future. It'll be all completely divested across the world. You're not going to have an American dollar representing the standard currency, but that's like 100 years out, dude. That's like 100 years out. Why are you so deep in that right now? It's the only thing that matters is some of these people. Man, I don't know. Maybe AI will get there sooner, but who's to say on all that? That's pretty up in the air. I'm more worried about the tech oligarchs right now. The tech oligarchy. Well, I'm gonna call them the regime going forward, because the regime being Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Google, Tim Cook, the Jeff Bezos, like it's all the same 12 dudes who literally run every facet of our society. How people don't see like the real issues here. I think we need to take it up in our own hands and start a revolution in a sense and create a new type of billionaire. You need to platform people that are gonna be providing actual groundbreaking change, you know, a new world. Because you got to think about what's happening with Red Note right now. This is the first time we were able to speak to Chinese citizens, and Americans are really realizing that these are just normal people. You know, all this stuff from our government is getting spun this, and that way into our ears. And with the TikTok ban being so prevalent in people's minds right now, that they're seeing that oh, citizens in China can get double the groceries we can on the same amount of money. That's weird. And we're realizing, you know, every day going forward that it's a darker and darker place. I saw a quote recently about how Americans feel like they're free because they can have opinions, but they can't have choices. So what's any of it matter? We need to focus on creating those choices for ourselves. This is a false free will. At the end of the day, you know, we've all been trapped in those loops where it's like you need this at the paperwork, but you can't do this at the DMV till you have that at the DMV. Now you got to go to the Social Security office and get this and get that, right? It's these roundabout loops of bureaucracy where in which you have no choice but to be poorer, essentially. It's all set up against you by the government, because rich people rule the government. That's just flat out the truth. To say anything otherwise is just a fallacy. You're looking at the facts and coming to the wrong conclusion. Maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. That would have been the second light I broke around here. Yeah, maybe a long time ago people could pick themselves up by their bootstraps, but I think at this point we need to start realizing that we can't change the system because the system rules on money. So we have to get people money. We have to get specific people money, whoever that may be. In the you could say someone like Greta Thunberg, who is making, you know, a crazy environmental research, but who's to say she's not some crazy person too? You know what's really weird is her and Kyle Rittenhouse are born on the same day. You could have two completely different situations and not even know it. Of course, we know Kyle Rittenhouse is a maniac. This shit is bullshit. Platform, real talent, not Mr. Beast. I mean, I guess it's talent within our system, but look at who Mr. Beast is, all the stuff coming out about him. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. And, you know, everyone was saying like Ropan was stupid for not wanting a piece of the pie when she's been screaming this for years. She's been screaming, fuck Mr. Beast. It's so weird. And now people are paying a little bit more attention to her. She's old YouTube. You should have trusted Ropan. You should have trusted Rosanna Pansino. She has been there since day one. Like, pre-MatPat, pre-iJustine, I swear. Like, it gotta be on the internet as long as Trisha Paytas has. And y'all are sleeping on her. Y'all are sleeping on her. Oh, yeah, we gotta worry about that. I'm trying to hit a different market and carve out my own piece of that. If you feel like platforming me, share this video with your friends. Leave a like, subscribe, you know the rules.